Welcome to Culture Central Sports. I'm your host, Monroe, and it's a new year. We're excited to have you join us for our first segment of 2024, but let's not waste any time. There's a ton of chaos to get into today. Hi, I'm Monroe, your Culture Central Sports Director. Go Birds.
Hey guys, my name is Ish. I am the sports specialist, and shout out to my alma mater, Girard College High School.
Hi, I'm Jezenia Marrero. I'm a sports specialist. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hi, I'm Jaiden Hope, your Culture Central Sports Specialist, Cancun on 3.
Hey everyone, I'm Ojeikere, Culture Central Sports Specialist, and I'm just here so I won't get fined.
So we had to talk about the Eagles. I don't want to, but we got to. It's national news right now. So 32-9 loss. Who wants to go first? Because what I saw, I need someone else to go first because that was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
Bro.
And Ish, you're an Eagles fan, so.
Bro, see, I tried giving hope, bro, this entire season. Like, as we were going up 10-1, I'm like, okay, I see the deficiencies, but we're winning. So, in the back of my head, I'm like, wait, secondary is not the same as last year. Defensive line hasn't gotten back there as much as it did last year. Jalen Hurts has turned the ball over a lot more as he did last year. So it's like, I didn't want to give in, but then after the Niners game, after Nick Bosa said that they gave the NFL the blueprint,
Right.
every team we played against, we looked lost out there. Like, coaching was bad, players it looked like they gave up. Hurts wasn't right, and then towards the end of the season, Giants people got hurt. Devontae Smith wasn't there. AJ Brown got hurt. They played in the Buccaneers game. And
This is a lot of excuses. Let me just say that. This is a lot of excuses. This is a lot of excuses.
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not making excuses. I'm saying
You just gave like 20.
That's not an excuse.
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not making excuses.
I said injuries happen, but at the same time, we didn't play well at all. I'm just saying what is out there.
That's fair.
I would have to say that I think it's a coaching issue. I think the Eagles have a great team. They have great players, like you said. Between the coaches, I think that I'm not sure what happened, but it's like once they lost to the 49ers, something just came up with everyone and no one was really playing to their full potential as they should and could. And like he did say, injuries, I do feel like could count for some things. I don't think Jalen Hurts was his full self this entire season.
I'm not saying the injuries were the reason why we're terrible. It's part of the game, and you get injured, next man up. At the same time, players didn't look like they wanted to be in there anymore.
Definitely.
And coaches weren't doing what they're doing. I keep saying Nick is not a great coach. You saw what happened when he turned over the reins to the offensive coordinators of Jonathan Gannon and Shane Steichen. You saw how the team was last year. Look for new coordinators.
Yeah, they got to look for a new coordinator. Brian Johnson is not it on the offense. We saw what the Eagles did last year, and Jalen Hurts was amazing, but now he had worse numbers and all that. But we're talking about the Eagles so much. Can we show love to what the Buccaneers did? They stopped the tush push. They stopped the tush push.
Bro, you saw
on the goal line. They couldn't score.
But you saw the defender grab his face mask.
I didn't see nothing.
Yes, I
didn't see nothing.
saw
Can we give credit to Baker throwing 3 touchdowns?
Yeah,
Come on, let's give credit to that.
They're going to be
Maybe
out.
the Bucs were the better team.
I just want to say that I don't know if y'all saw this. I saw this coming. You know, like I said earlier in the season, you can't keep winning ugly games because those ugly games turn into losses. And, I mean, we saw how they beat the Buccaneers earlier in the season behind DeAndre Swift's
running
175 yards, I believe he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, Swift didn't get involved at all on Monday.
That's another thing.
What, like, the play calling between the Eagles and the offensive coordinators, Nick Sirianni, has just been terrible.
All right, 1 second. One name I have not heard is Jalen Hurts. So I gotta show y'all something because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. It might appear that I'm 5'9", but I'm actually 6'2", just saying that. But run it back for me because this play, no one gives Jalen Hurts blame. And look at this. You're ducking under the pressure and you get a safety. And this is right after the Eagles defense just got 2 straight stops. And your franchise quarterback gives up a safety. Can we run it back a little bit? Can we run it back? Because this is unacceptable and no one's talking about this. So I want to run it one more time and pause it right
Nobody's
here.
open down the field.
Pause it right there. You're ducking down. You're ducking
Throw the
down.
ball away.
When you duck
backwards?
down, you can't see who's downfield. You can't throw the ball downfield for a first down. Your defense just got you 2 stops, and this is all the offense.
He could have thrown the ball away. That was bad.
Throw the ball away. Why are you running backwards?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know it was over when teammates ran into each other during the Giants game.
But he's
Safety.
buying time to
2
give the
points.
receivers a chance because the receiver's not. It's other than Devontae Smith. Who else is getting open down?
Devontae Smith looked like he was the only one that wanted to win out there, if we're being honest.
Him and Kelsey. He's the only one getting separation.
Him and Kelsey, the only ones who showed effort. Let's talk about Bradbury. Why are we
Let's
talking
talk
about
about
that?
Bradbury. Let's
Yeah,
talk
he's
about
bad.
Bradbury.
He's
He's terrible. But I want all of us to go around, and I want to see who was the most to blame for this Eagles loss. Let's start with Jaiden.
Most to blame, honestly, it comes down to the defense. James Bradbury, he has to go. I'm sorry, he can't make a tackle. He can't defend. He's just been getting scorched by everybody.
9 points against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. I blame Brian Johnson, their OC.
Jezenia?
As I said earlier, their coaching staff for sure.
I blame the players because although the defense had a bad start, they started to like lock up and defend, but offensively couldn't get anything going. And again, effort. You didn't see like there was one play where I forgot the guy's name on Buccaneers where he caught the pass against Bradbury. Bradbury didn't look like he wanted to be there. He didn't try to make the tackle, and then there he goes running for a 65+ yard touchdown. So it's like
That gave them
Where's
the
the
momentum right there.
so I'm saying the players throughout the season. Yes, you can say coaching, but the players also have the blame to it as well.
I will say what made it a little better was that Cowboys lost 2, and
That sounds like an
I mean
Eagles fan.
another year, another loss. Let's give it to Jaiden because you're a Packers fan, right?
Yes.
So do you see the Packers going to the Super Bowl potentially or the NFC Championship game?
I mean, I'm honestly happy that we won that wild card game. I think we have a chance, though. Everybody likes to count out the Packers, but Jordan Love has been playing incredible football. It seems like everybody is bought in from the coaching staff. First 7 seed to win a wild card game. So, I mean, I think we have a chance. Don't write us off.
I feel like as long as you have a good quarterback, and not a good quarterback, an elite quarterback, because that's what Jordan Love is. The way he flicks the ball, it gives me a lot of reminiscence of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that
From the
flick
play
of the wrist.
action, the flick of the
Yeah,
wrist, it's
yeah,
like
that was crazy.
there-
That was
it's
crazy.
like you could tell that he spent a lot of time and he absorbed all the knowledge that he could from Aaron Rodgers. It's what you love to see.
Okay. We're going to go around. Any other thoughts on the Cowboys?
I'm just happy the Cowboys lost. It's great. I know the Eagles lost, but the Cowboys loss makes it feel a little bit better. But I think Matt LaFleur, he had a great game plan when he comes to playing against the Cowboys. You run the ball. The Cowboys defense is not the best when it comes to stopping the run. They got Aaron Jones going. So once Aaron Jones is going, they got Jordan Love going. Jordan Love is, I don't know how the Packers keep doing it. First was Brett Favre, then it was Aaron Rodgers, now Jordan Love. He looks like he's one of those great quarterbacks, great arm, can throw off at any angle. I mean, that one throw he had when he was throwing them both off his feet, it's incredible. So
Honestly, I feel like the key to that win, though, was not only Aaron Jones, but getting Aaron Jones going allows for that play action to get going that the Packers love to do so well. And I think that was like one of the keys to winning against Dallas.
We're going to spend a couple seconds on this, but I got to give respect to the Ravens. They're going against the Texans. C.J. Stroud versus Lamar Jackson. That's going to be a great game. So we'll see about that. And then also I wanted to talk about this, the Dolphins. Because Tua and the Dolphins lost, but it was bad conditions. It was against the Chiefs, reigning Super Bowl champions. But I saw a tweet that said, who is going to be Mike McDaniels, Matthew Stafford? Because how Sean McVay made the trade for Matthew Stafford, traded away Jared Goff. So do you think Tua needs to go? And if so, who could they bring in?
I wouldn't say you should move on from Tua just yet. I mean, if you look at the game plan, Mike McDaniels did not have a great game plan. Like some of the play calls were thrown. It seems like they didn't want to get Tua going. I get it. It was -4 degrees at kickoff. You can't throw a ball in there. It feels like a brick. But at the same time, you saw what the Chiefs did. They got Patrick Mahomes going somehow, even with the weapons he has. Like the RPOs, the screen passes, it just wasn't going. It just wasn't going to get Tua going. Got him out of rhythm. Didn't run the ball enough. So overall, yes, Tua has some deficiencies, but I feel like you should hang on to him because especially now, this upcoming QB free agent class is not the best. And you're going to have to give up a lot in this upcoming QB draft class. So I'll just hold on for Tua for one more year. He still have that 5th year option. See what he can do next year, especially now that he will have his players back because he had a bunch of players hurt from the defensive side. So I'll say just hold on to him, but I'm still
That's fair. That's
about Tua.
Jezenia, you're a Florida native, so what do you
I
think?
am.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like Tua has a lot of potential, so I don't think the Dolphins should get rid of him just yet. He has great chemistry with Tyreek Hill, and like he said, there are a lot of injuries going on. So I don't think Tua should leave, and I think he's doing pretty good. Although the Dolphins had a shaky season.
I would have to agree with that as well. I'm not the biggest Tua fan. I'm not the biggest Tua fan at all, but the Dolphins have plenty of weapons. I think they have potential. I think it's too early to say get rid of Tua. I would try to find a better option if I could, if one became available, but I don't think there's anything really available right now.
And I think, like you said, the Dolphins, they have the potential to make it further. They had a good season this year. compared to last year at least. So I'm excited to see what happens next season.
Bradley Chubb got hurt. Jalen Phillips got hurt. Baker got hurt. Xavier Howard. Jalen Ramsey just came back from injury. So it's
Yeah.
like you can't really judge them. But again, the jury's out on Tua right now. Like I'm not sold on Tua yet.
Well, yeah, I just had to ask because it was a brutal game by Tua, but I think they had a good season overall. But that's going to do it for Culture Central Sports. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned for next week because we have a full episode of Culture Central Sports where we're going to be breaking down the Super Bowl and predicting the Super Bowl. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for joining us.